High blood pressure is often called a silent issue, and for a really good reason. So many people have it and don't even realize it. And sure, medication is an option, but what if you could start taking control in a more natural way? Today, we're going to break down 7 key pillars that can help you manage your blood pressure, starting with the habits you have every single day.
Just take a look at this number for a second. 119 million. That's how many adults in America are living with high blood pressure. It's a staggering number, right? And it really highlights why finding these natural, sustainable ways to manage it is more important than ever. So, hypertension, that's the official term for high blood pressure, is really sneaky. A lot of people have zero symptoms, which is exactly what makes it so dangerous. But here's the thing, and this is the really empowering part. Your best defense isn't always found in a prescription bottle. It's actually in the small choices you make every day, the habits you decide to build, and maybe a few you decide to break.
So, what does this best defense actually look like in real life? Well, it's not some magic pill or one single thing. Instead, you should think of it as a set of 7 connected pillars. Together, they create this really strong foundation for your heart health. So, let's dive into the first couple.
Okay, so we have to start with the 2 most powerful pillars, the absolute cornerstones of managing blood pressure: what you're eating and how you're moving your body. Seriously, getting these 2 right can make a world of difference all on its own. This slide really breaks it down perfectly. On the left side, you've got the blueprint for a heart-healthy diet. We're talking about things like the DASH and Mediterranean diets, which are all about whole foods. Think leafy greens, whole grains, beans, nuts, healthy fats from olive oil and avocado. Then on the right, you've got the usual suspects to avoid: processed meats, refined carbs, and all those ultra-processed items. Those are typically packed with sodium, which makes your body hold on to water, and that just cranks up the pressure in your blood vessels. The difference is pretty clear, right?
And listen, this isn't just some fad diet. The DASH diet, which actually stands for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension, is so incredibly effective that U.S. News& World Report named it the best diet for high blood pressure. That's a huge endorsement for the power of what you put on your plate.
All right, on to our second pillar, movement. The American Heart Association gives us a sort of magic number to aim for: 150 minutes a week of moderate intensity exercise. Now, I know that might sound like a lot at first, but let's break down how simple it can actually be. You do not have to become a marathon runner overnight, I promise. The real secret is just finding something you actually like to do, whether it's brisk walking, cycling, dancing, whatever. Just aim for about 20 to 30 minutes a day. And the most important part? Consistency. It's building the habit, not the intensity, that truly makes the biggest difference in the long run. Okay, so we've covered what to add into your life. Now let's flip the coin and talk about what to cut back on. These next pillars are all about limiting or even quitting the habits that have a direct negative impact on your blood pressure. Let's be really direct about these 3. Caffeine? It can cause a temporary but pretty sharp spike in your blood pressure by narrowing your blood vessels. Smoking is just incredibly damaging. The nicotine makes your blood vessels constrict and your heart beat faster. And alcohol, honestly, the safest bet is to avoid it altogether. But if you are going to drink, keeping it moderate is absolutely key. I really want to pause on this for a second because it's that important. Quitting smoking is one of the single most powerful things you can do for your heart. It directly damages the lining of your arteries, making them harder and narrower, which, you guessed it, raises your blood pressure. But here's the good news. The positive effects start almost the moment you stop. The next critical thing to manage: stress. Long-term stress keeps your body in this constant fight or flight mode, and that is just exhausting for your heart. But you can absolutely fight back. Simple but powerful tools like meditation, yoga, or just making sure you get at least 7 hours of good quality sleep can have a huge impact. And hey, notice that regular exercise and hobbies are on this list too. They're fantastic stress busters. So we've covered the big foundations and the major cuts. Now let's zoom in a little bit and look at the finer details, some of those more tactical adjustments you can make in your daily life. Let's talk about sodium. If you're dealing with high blood pressure, getting your salt intake under control is non-negotiable. The CDC recommends staying under 2,300 milligrams a day. So what does 2,300 milligrams actually look like? Well, it's about 1 teaspoon of salt for the entire day. But here's the real kicker. Most of the sodium we eat doesn't come from the salt shaker. It's hiding in processed and packaged foods. That's why getting in the habit of reading labels is so important.
Okay, I've got another number for you, and this one is really motivating. 10 pounds. You might be surprised at just how big a difference that can make.
According to the American Heart Association, you don't need some huge, dramatic weight loss to see real results. Losing as little as 10 pounds can significantly lower your blood pressure. It just reduces the strain on your heart and your blood vessels. It's a great reminder that small, consistent changes really do add up. And our final pillar is a pretty delicious one. It's all about adding flavor. Some research suggests that certain herbs and spices can actually be beneficial for your heart health. So think about adding more ginger, garlic, cardamom, and cinnamon to your cooking. It's a super easy and tasty way to support your body. All right, so we've walked through all 7 pillars. Now let's just bring it all together and talk about what this path forward looks like. You know, the key takeaway here is that these pillars aren't a menu you can just pick and choose from. They all work together. It's a holistic approach. What you eat, how you move, and how you manage stress, it's all connected. It's really about building a lifestyle that supports your long-term health. So there you have it, 7 natural pillars for taking control of your blood pressure. The knowledge is now in your hands. So the real question isn't just what to do, it's what you'll do. Which step will be your first? What's going to be your first building block for a healthier future?